Good morning, friends. Come on in. If you're new, come on in, have a seat. Let's cook together. Let's hang out. It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm preparing this before we head back to work. I didn't make it to the grocery store this weekend because Sunday we went to Brock's family for a cookout. His brother, my brother too, brother-in-law and sister-in-law's house for a cookout. We had a great family time, but we didn't get home till later on in the evening. And then yesterday, Brock had a late appointment. And I went with him, and we didn't get home till in the evening. And then I just kind of scrambled around and found us something to have for dinner. So we're back to work today. We're supposed to have some storms tonight. So kind of want to get stuff done now. You never know when the electric's going to go out. So what are we having? We are having twice baked cauliflower. That's what I'm calling it. So you remember, like twice baked potatoes when you baked them and you did all that magical stuff to them. I'm kind of going to do the same principle with cauliflower. Don't like cauliflower? Not a big deal. Grab some broccoli. Don't want broccoli? You could do this with zucchini. You could do this with squash. There you have it. But I had cauliflower in the freezer. I thawed out some steaks. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to go to the grocery store, so we're going to eat what we have, of course. So let's get to it. So I'm just making a small amount because it's just the three of us. So this is my first bake. I steamed this in the microwave. It's just cauliflower. It is a 12-ounce bag. So if you have a larger family, you might want to do 2. So there you have it. I just steamed it in the microwave according to the directions. I thought it'd be cute to cook it in my little cast iron skillet. So I've got, this is a 9-inch cast iron skillet. You could use a baking dish, whatever you want to use. Put that in there, and I just took my potato masher. Once again, if you don't have one, it's not a big deal. Grab a fork, mash it. If you really wanted to get into it, you could put it in the food processor and blend it up really small, like if you have kids and some adults that I know, and you know who you are, don't want a big chunky vegetable. Thin it up a little bit in the food processors. They don't really know what they're eating. I'm all about trickery. Okay, so we've got our mashed cauliflower here. We're just going to season it. Season it with what you want. I suggest salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic. That's what's all in here, is this all-in-one mix that I'm loving right now. It's just convenient. I don't have to get out a bunch of things. So we're just going to add that in to our cauliflower. Because, cauliflower could be kind of bland. So we're going to season it up. I've got a little bit of paprika here. She always comes to the kitchen and hangs out. Go. Now I've got some sour cream. I never measure, so I'm going to do that for you now. I really don't know how much we're going to use. So, sour cream. It's your house if you want full fat, low fat. I'm not a low fat sour cream kind of girl. Just, or the fat free. But you do you, whatever you like. Okay, so this is a 1/2 cup. I'm going to start with that. I guess if you wanted to do cream cheese, I'm really not doing that kind of recipe. Okay, we're going to mix this up and just see if a 1/2 cup is enough. I can already tell it's probably not going to be. I want it creamy. So this is going to take the place of like a loaded baked potato or that twice baked potato, since we're not eating potatoes right now. Okay, so that was a 1/2 cup. So I'm going to go with probably another 1/4 cup. So we'll say 3/4 cup. How about that? Okay. 3/4 cup of sour cream. To 12 ounces of the, I should put my apron on. I'm looking around for it. I'll have stuff all over before I go to work. Here, let me grab it. I'll be right back. I'd like to stay clean for at least 15 minutes before I get to work. I'm going to go make pizzas, so it doesn't really matter, but I wear an apron at work. Okay, so here we go. 3/4 cup of the sour cream. Now we're gonna go with a little bit of mayonnaise. If you don't want to use mayonnaise, you could use some heavy cream. I'm out of heavy cream. I like mayonnaise in this. It gives it a creaminess and a little bit of a tang. So there you go. I'm not gonna measure. I'm just gonna use a tablespoon worth is all you really need, okay? Plop it on in there. I know that sounds weird. Trust me, you won't taste mayonnaise. It'll just be delicious. Trust me. All right, go. We're gonna mix this in. Get it all incorporated. I bet this cast iron skillet is gonna do some amazing things to the bottom of this casserole. Ooh-wee. All right, so our mayonnaise is mixed in. And I'm gonna use one of these bigger spoons. Tired of messing around with that little one. All right, so here on my board, I have I sliced up 3 slices of bacon. Half a slice may or may not have been eaten. I've got some green onion. As always, onions are optional, but I just think it gives so much flavor. These are little green onions. So I've got the tops here, the bottoms here. The bottoms I'm gonna put in my casserole. Now, like I said, it's optional. This bacon. 3 slices. The tops I'm gonna save for a little bit. I also found this in the fridge when I was digging for the cheese. It's real bacon. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And then we're gonna add a little bit more to the top. You'll see in a minute. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this in. So I suggest maybe frying 6 slices of bacon, depending on how much you want. Or you could buy the real, don't get them old crunchy 80s bacon bits that we all grew up eating. Well, if you're older, you know which one I'm talking about. Get the real bacon bits or fry your own bacon. Okay, so we're gonna, oh, this looks so good. Can't wait. Okay, now comes the cheese. This is cheese that I grated myself, of course. We've discussed why. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna start with a half a cup because we're gonna put a little bit more on top. You can have cheesy cauliflower, twice baked cauliflower casserole without cheese. Use any cheese you want. Any cheese is gonna work. This is either Colby or mild cheddar. I don't remember what I shredded up. Honestly, that looks pretty good. With just a half a cup inside. Here's the thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna taste it. Always, always, always taste your food. Let's give it a taste. So good, friends. We did a good job. Okay, so now, doesn't need more seasoning. I'm gonna look forward to eating this evening. Okay, so we've got that. Let's make sure we got get all my junk out of the way here. Now we're gonna do the top. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit more cheese. And whatever you'd like to do, it's personal preference. A little bit more cheese. Here we go. You could leave out the bacon. This would be a great vegetarian dish as long as you're eating mayonnaise and the cheese. I know that kind of falls in, well, I guess mayonnaise would be vegetarian, wouldn't it? Anyway, you could leave out the meat. For a little crunch, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to try it out. For a little bit of crunch, I've got some pork rinds. You can definitely leave this out. Just gonna crush them up on top. Add a little something there. Not gonna do too many, just a few. Just to see what it looks like, what it tastes like. when it comes out of the oven. It's gonna take the place of like breadcrumbs. And as always, that is optional. A little bit more of our bacon. Just a smidge. This is all for, you know, good looks here. It's not necessary. I'm just prettying up a little bit and giving her a little bit of a satin bow. All right, next is our tops of our chopped onions. You could use chives. I mean, look at this. Right in that cast iron skillet. There we have it. Twice baked potato. Rewind. Twice baked cauliflower. See, I'm so used to saying potato. Isn't she gorgeous? All right, that's it. I'm gonna come back this afternoon. I'm gonna bake it 375 when I get home from work, and we will see it at lunchtime or dinner, whenever we decide to eat. I'll be back. Good afternoon. Here it is, straight from the oven, our low carb, twice baked cauliflower. That looks absolutely amazing. We're gonna have some French style green beans. We're gonna have some ribeyes, and I also have some shrimp in the fridge. So we're kind of doing like a surf and turf. Doesn't that look amazing? I'm telling you, this is gonna take place of our twice baked potato. Let's give it a bite. Good and cheesy. Look at that, friends. Absolutely amazing. I knew it would be. So good. You won't miss that potato. Give it a try. Thanks for hanging out with me. Krista at Krista's Country Kitchen. Have a nice day, friends.